in a small, dusty neighborhood where dreams often withered under the weight of hardship. A young boy named Amir found his escape. He was poor, often hungry, and his feet knew the sting of the rough ground better than any shoe. But he possessed a treasure no one could ever take from him, a blazing, unyielding passion for football. His most prized possession was an old, tattered ball, lovingly stitched together with scraps of rope. To anyone else, it was worthless junk, but to Amir, it was everything, the very key that could unlock a different life. Every single morning, before the world was fully awake, Amir was on the dirt field, practicing alone. With each kick, he didn't just hear the dull thud of the ball, he heard the thunderous roar of an imaginary crowd. At night, under the lonely glow of a single street lamp, his training continued. His mind filled with visions of grand stadiums, championship goals, and a life of glory. He had no money, no fancy equipment, not even a proper pair of shoes. But what he did have was an unshakable faith in his dream. His parents, understandably, were worried. They saw his passion as a distraction from the harsh reality of their lives. They urged him to find a real job, to help put food on the table. But Amir couldn't give up. He held on to his belief in hard work, in discipline, and in the sheer power of hope. He knew, deep down, that this was his path. Then one day, everything changed. During a small local tournament, a coach's eye was drawn to the barefoot boy who moved with astonishing grace and power. The coach was flawed. This kid, with nothing to his name, possessed a rare combination of raw talent and a will that simply could not be broken. That single moment of recognition was the spark that ignited the rest of his life. Amir was invited to join a local football academy, but his struggles were far from over. Life at the academy was a stark reminder of everything he didn't have. The other boys arrived with brand new gear, their families cheering from the sidelines. Amir had only his burning desire to succeed. He channeled his loneliness and his hunger, both literal and metaphorical, into his training. He became a machine. He was always the first to arrive at practice and the very last one to leave. His past hardships became his fuel, his hunger for a better life, his greatest strength. Years of relentless dedication finally began to bear fruit. A scout from a top European club saw him play. They saw the fire in his eyes, the creativity in his feet, the story written in every move he made. At just 18 years old, Amir signed his first professional contract. The feeling was surreal. The boy who once chased a tattered ball on a dirt field was now walking onto the perfectly manicured grass of the world's most famous stadiums. It was a dream he had barely dared to whisper, now unfolding in vivid color. On the professional stage, Amir was nothing short of a phenomenon. His style of play was a reflection of his life, fearless, fast, and bursting with creativity. He played with a joy and courage that captivated fans across the globe. He scored goals that would go down in history, lifted trophies high above his head, and became an inspiration to millions. But what made him truly legendary wasn't just his skill on the pitch. It was his story. The story of a boy from the slums who refused to let his circumstances define his destiny. Today, Amir is a global superstar. He has the wealth and fame he once only dreamed of, but he has never forgotten where he came from. His heart remains in that dusty neighborhood. He generously donates to help children in need, funds the construction of football schools in impoverished areas, and makes it a point to visit his old home whenever he can. For Amir, true success isn't measured in goals or trophies. It's measured in the ability to lift others up, just as that one coach once lifted him. He often shares his philosophy with young dreamers. No matter where you come from, he says, his voice filled with conviction. If you work hard and believe in yourself, you can change your destiny. My greatest goal was never scored on a football field, was proving that a dream born in poverty can shine, brighter than any star in the sky. Amir's journey is more than just a sports story. It's a profound human story. It's a testament to the power of the human spirit to turn struggle into strength, poverty into passion, and a simple dream into an unforgettable destiny. Thank you so much for watching. If this story inspired you, please hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe for more content that celebrates the power of dreams. We'll see you in the next one.